to the 10-minute Spark Live. This is actually our first Spark of the year, and I wanted to start by naming it just that. I'm your host, Olivia Odileke, Chief Curiosity Officer at Campus Insights CC Incorporated. And I wanted to start by thinking about this year, and we're being much more intentional about how everything connects. At Campus Insights, we're entering a new season of work, one that focuses less on reacting to what's urgent and more on designing leadership conditions with clarity, calm, and curiosity. So today isn't just about one idea. It's about setting the tone for how we will be thinking together all year. And I initially wanted to ground us in a simple but powerful idea that will anchor much of the artwork this year: inputs and outputs and instructional leadership. As leaders, we make dozens of decisions every day. What to introduce, what to emphasize, what to require, what to let go of. And whether we realize it or not, each of those decisions become an input into the systems we lead. Now, and over time, those inputs shape the outputs we see in classrooms, in collaboration, and in the culture. I just attended a conference in December, and six of the workshops I was in kept talking about the culture of the school. What are we doing for the culture? So, when we talk about outputs, we're usually talking about data, engagement walkthroughs, or instructional results. But we talk far less about inputs, the daily conditions we're designing for teachers and teams. And I want to name them neutrally. Checklist, pacing pressure, initiative overload, compliance focused workthroughs. Most of these inputs are really well intended, but when they become the dominant experience, the outputs are predictable. Not because people don't care, but because systems behave exactly as they are designed to behave. So, this is where we want to make a leadership shift from management to design. What are we really trying to design in our schools, in our classrooms? The question stops being, why aren't teachers doing more? And becomes, what conditions are we creating that shape how people think, plan, and act? Now, this year, we're capturing this thinking more intentionally through something new called the Lead Spark Journal. Each week on Wednesday, the journal will explore one leadership idea, like this one, inputs and outputs, from a curiosity driven, practice based lens. And here's what's important. Are you listening? The journal and this live are now in total alignment. What we're exploring and writing each week, we're also going to shape what we reflect on together in these 10-minute Spark Lives. So, when leadership decisions feel urgent or when everything feels important, here's the question I'm inviting leaders to carry this year. Think about this question. Before introducing a new input, pause and ask, what output will this create for the people experiencing it? What output will this create for the people experiencing it? Let that marinate. That pause alone can change how we lead. It can shift from reaction to intention. I like that, from reaction to intention. And this idea applies to us as leaders too. The inputs we give ourselves, reflection, grounding, creative space, shape how we show up for others. That's one of the reasons I created Fearless Educator Radio. It's meant to be a different kind of input, a reminder that leaders and educators are humans first. So keep it light. The goal is to reprogram our inputs. And actually, on January the 30th, we are going to be releasing our first full soundtrack called Fearless, the soundtrack of an educator. AI created voices to help with the inputs, our mental health, our taking care of ourselves, our imagining what curiosity can look like in the classroom. So I'm going to Oh, I still have a few minutes. I'm so excited about the soundtrack of a educator. It's time for us to have our own music. It's time for us to envision what we want our classrooms to look like and stop complaining about what's wrong. Stop talking about the things that's wrong and let's focus on what's right. Let's focus on collaborating more. Let's focus on what are we putting into our schools to create the outputs we want. And again, January 30th, you can tune in here to LinkedIn, YouTube, TikTok, and our Instagram. We're going to go live on Spotify. And we just ask that every educator share one song from the album, play one song, and tell me if the output that comes from that input doesn't make you feel better, doesn't make you feel more human, doesn't make you feel like your work is worthy. So, I'm going to kind of close today a little bit early, keeping it short and simple, with a song, not as entertainment, but as, again, an input, a reminder to pause, reflect, and choose with intention before the next decision. This is the rhythm we're setting for the year ahead through the Spark Lead Journal, through these lives, and through how we lead. And the name of this song is called What You Put In Determines What Comes Out. So hopefully I'll see you at the next 10-minute live spark as we focus on calm, clarity, and curiosity. Let's play that song.
Morning lights, paper long on the desk, trying best. The wheel test, questions and answers, time on it fading till you show up. Let the learning begin. You're pouring beef where doubt it's loud, planning hope in a restless space. At every word, every joint, every use. Just see through.
Actually, something is going on with that song. That song is not the song that I want to play. Let me see if I can get the right one. I got the wrong one. Yep, that's what happened. Hey, listen, first of the month 2026, mistakes make me better. I am going to upload the correct song because that was me trying to throw some New Jersey style flavor, and I didn't like that take. But this one is the actual take. What you put in determines what comes out. And I'm going to play this now. Okay, there we go. There we go. Let's listen to that one.
Morning lights, papers on the desk, trying your best with the weight of the test. Questions unanswered, time running thin. Still you show up, let the learning begin. You're pouring belief where doubt lives loud. Planting hope in a restless crowd. Every word, every choice, every tone you choose is shaping more than what they'll prove. Before we move, before we rush, before the system asks for much, stop and ask what really counts. What are we feeling these moments? But now, what you put in determines what comes out. Like the pressure, fear or doubt. If we slow it down, we might figure it out. What you put in determines what comes out.
Well, the full song will soon be available on Fearless Educator Radio. Remember, you can listen to 50 plus songs that put in positivity, put in items that will spark your curiosity in those in your class. Definitely want to check out fearlesseducator.net. Again, it's been a plum pleasing pleasure, and I'm looking forward to a very exciting school year and 2026.